Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Bearcat Den. So we are episode 40.
Yep. And we
Yay.
are starting off with the MLB Spring Training.
So it was spring training started at least like 2 weeks ago. At this point, Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. Aaron Judge announced his disappointment about how he saw all the free agents and all the good players, and that the Yankees didn't do nothing. So I feel like he's very much like every Yankee fan being like, Aaron Boone, please do something. Please buy somebody. How you feel? Because you're the only Yankees fan in the room right now.
I was honestly a little surprised when I saw him say this, because I feel like typically players don't, especially the star player, they don't
Well, he's the
usually,
captain.
they don't usually talk about how disappointed they are in the moves that the team makes, especially when it's clear nothing is gonna get done. So it's kind of voicing his frustration, which is sad to see because he's such a good player and kind of want the team to be doing everything they can to go all in right now, and to see how he's disappointed. It's sad, but I do still think that the Yankees are in a good position to succeed. It's not like it's a terrible roster.
I'm not saying it's a terrible roster, but this is the same roster they went, I want to say, 4 times to playoffs and couldn't pass a certain spot. And this is the same team who got outproduced by the Blue Jays. It just shows, like, I know everybody's still talking about how they had like the little league path to throughout playoffs, but it comes to a point where it's like, you see you're not producing. You can't pass by a certain spot. Yeah, you guys made last year to World Series. Congratulations. That's great. But you guys, not
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. In my head, it's this season hasn't started yet. So that's, yeah. So it's just more of like, you see that your team, something during either Aaron Boone as a coach cannot produce properly and make a right lineup for playoffs. Or you also have to think, oh, maybe this is the team we have gone to playoffs for like 4 years. Maybe we should change and see what happens.
They also don't have the full team anymore because you guys lost like 2 or 3 pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the Max.
So it's not even it's not even the full roster.
No, like they're talking about starting 9 minus pitchers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Same.
But getting Garrett Cole back will be big somewhere in the season.
Somewhere. He hasn't. I don't think we have seen him in spring training yet.
Yeah, no.
I think he's still out. We're still waiting on a couple players for you guys that are still injured to see how that goes coming in. Like, I don't know, even if Garrett Cole comes back, it's gonna take him a minute to get readjusted because he hasn't, like,
I mean, coming off Tommy John surgery is always big, and I don't think he's gonna be back until I think June or the reports. But
early season for sure, but like not opening day.
But there's just not that much to think is going to be different from last year, which I think is every fan when their team comes up short always in the next season is thinking year will be different because of this, and there's not really anything to look for with the Yankees. But I guess it's just running it back and hoping that in the playoffs the players make big plays.
Oh, if they get there.
Yeah.
Because I say a lot of teams did improve like crazy this offseason. And with how other teams receive people, it turns into a situation where it's like the Yankees are turning into in a category where like they haven't either declined or increased.
Yeah.
While there's other teams in the division who skyrocket and they did crazy moves and signed so many people. So it's now to a point where like, hey, maybe other teams are now in the same caliber as them.
Yeah, I think the Orioles got a lot better. I think the Blue Jays are better, were better, and are better.
I don't know if they are better because the Blue Jays lost people.
Yeah,
well, Blue Jays resigned.
A lot.
They did lose Bo
people.
Bichette.
They lose Bo Bichette.
Didn't they also lose pitchers?
They lost 2, and then Max Scherzer signed back this morning.
I still think the Blue Jays.
I still think
I think they're strong. I think they're really strong.
Yeah.
I think if they're still a contender, I feel like, I know we were talking, Reagen, like between the two of us, we think like, at least Reagen thinks I know when we were talking, I think like yesterday, we were saying how you said that if there's any teams that could beat the Dodgers is like a handful.
Yeah, I mean,
And I know the Blue Jays were one of them.
Yeah, I think that really the two teams, I'm also biased, but I think that the two teams that would have a strong chance at beating the Dodgers, I think, is the Blue Jays and the Mets. That's going on for too long. But no, because I think that the Mets acquired a lot of like really good talent this year, and I think that moving Brett Beatty and Vientos to first base was a good move. I think that they're both good basemen. They were good on third. I think they'll be fine on first. And then also just improving, people who can hit home runs, people who can, hit balls down the middle and get walks and all that kind of stuff. Like, I think that the Mets know what they need to improve on this year. And also the clubhouse looks a lot better. Like,
clubhouse is completely different.
Yeah.
I want to say during offseason, the Mets are probably one of the teams who completely shooken up their whole
the energy,
clubhouse.
The energy is like completely turned around. They're doing nice social media stuff again like they were in 2024. Like, it's a completely different environment. And I think that the Blue Jays, like...
I think the Blue Jays are also following suit, like,
not
in the
really.
Same way.
Not in the same way as the Mets. I think that they're doubling down and then trying to sign good talent and trying to re-sign their good talent.
If we want to compare the Yankees to a team, they're gonna be compared to the Phillies. Philadelphia, for sure, because Philly is the same thing as the Yankees. They're coming into the season with the same roster.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, how long can a roster produce for until you need to change it? And I feel like a lot of I feel like it's also with the whole like debate of salaries and then like player association stuff going on right now, and then figuring out if we're going to be in a situation where we're going to get salary cap, salary floor. Are we not having baseball in 2027? Like, it's already all that's up in the air. So until we could figure out what's going on, it's not going to pressure teams to spend.
No, yeah.
Because every team will talk. And I feel like every fan base says, no matter what fan base you are, oh, look at the Dodgers. The Dodgers is buying their team. Why can't my team buy?
Yeah,
and it's like,
really
the
no
Athletics got the money.
Yeah.
We know they got the money. They just built a whole new stadium.
Yeah.
They just moved their whole team to Las Vegas.
No, I mean, basically every team has the same money that the Dodgers has. They just don't use it.
Yeah. They don't use it the way they do. Like, it's like, oh, your owner spends so much money. Okay, yes. If you want to talk about owners, Stephen Cole probably is one of the most owners who have spent the most money. Dodgers owners is right underneath. I forgot his name. But like, they're right underneath. They're like probably head to head.
No, they're above us now, I think.
Yeah, they
but
are.
Not by a lot.
No.
I mean, it's always...
But
it's always Dodgers, Mets, Yankees.
Yeah. But Yankees, I feel like, had produced down.
Yeah, I don't think that they've gotten...
The only thing they did this offseason was re-sign Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger.
Yeah. I mean,
like, that was the biggest thing.
Like,
no, yeah, that was the
significant-
highlight, yeah.
Yeah. The thing that I'm very curious about is seeing how the Blue Jays kind of respond, because I don't know if any team has ever been closer to winning a World Series and not won it.
Yeah.
So
That one was rough.
I'm just like, you see a lot of teams across sports when they get so close, like the Super Bowl hangovers. People are like, when you get there and you don't do it, how does your team respond? And it's not even just that they lost the World Series; it's the way they lost. Like, they basically had it.
They had it in the bag.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's like, it's been going around like they were what was it compared to?
It was like a quarter of an inch or something.
Yeah,
Like, it
wait,
was
you know
super
what I'm
big.
you know what I'm talking
No,
about.
I know
And
exactly what you're talking
it's
about.
also there was that play, and then there was five others, five other
Yeah.
plays that were that close.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Rough.
World Classic.
Well, technically, wait. Let's
Oh.
fully talk about our New York Mets.
Oh,
We-
yeah.
I thought. Oh, right. My bad. Right.
No.
We're gonna
So-
edit this out.
So now moving to the New York Mets. As of yesterday, Lindor has got the stitches out of his hand, so he's clear for light activities. Even though he was already on the field, like, he was Coach Lindor while being injured.
Nah, he was jogging around and stuff. He
Yo,
was
he
not
was
coach.
No, there were some videos where he was coaching, like,
No, yeah.
like, because we don't know if, like, he's on track for opening day, but we don't know if he's for sure able to play opening day. I think
Yeah.
he probably would be opening
think he
day,
will be.
but he was telling, like, Boba and Simmons Seaman. Sorry, I gotta remember who's
No, yeah,
now
new
on our
names.
teams. All new names.
All new names.
I think he was like trying to tell him like, hey, like this is how I play this position. Like, let's see how we like work with it. So far, Mets during spring training look great.
Yeah, they look fine.
They look fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Reagan mentioned earlier. So far, we haven't seen Brett Beatty in first yet, but we've seen
Vientos
Vientos
yesterday.
and Jorge.
We also saw Jonah Tong pitching yesterday, and he pitched 50,
50.
no runs.
Well, technically, now looking at it, he did give up those 3.
No, he didn't, because he only pitched 50.
He only pitched 50.
He pitched an inning, right?
Well, I saw that he gave up 3 and then they flipped.
Oh, did they?
I
Okay.
think. But anyways, even if it was 3-0,
Yeah,
and by the time the ball got out of his hands,
yeah.
which is more, we knew he was probably going to struggle a little coming back
Mhm.
because of how his debuts went.
Yeah, last season. Well, it was like
He got his ass beat.
Well, no, but his debut was bad, and then the second time he went out, he was great. He didn't let anybody hit, and then the third time he was bad again. So it was like it's very hit or miss with him.
Yeah, but he is still like he's 23.
Yeah, he's like 23.
He's 23.
No, he's a baby.
Yeah, he just turned 23. He's 23. He still has. He just like now. This is the first spring training where he's there with actually the full pitching coaches. So it's
Mhm.
like it's giving him more of a situation of like, hey, like, okay, let's get better. McLean pitched today. He did great.
He did great.
He did great. Tomorrow is Freddie
Peralta's
debut
I wonder
as a
if
Mets.
I wonder if McLean is going to learn a new pitch, because that's the one thing that Tong has above him is he has more pitches than.
Well, yeah, but didn't he have a new one?
I don't know. I don't
Just like discovered just got a new one.
I don't know. Did he
I feel like I saw him with a new one. I may be crazy, but I believe he did had a new pitch.
for this spring training?
Yeah, like his
Yeah, that
game.
makes sense.
like,
That makes sense.
Tong just had a new pitch.
Yeah, I don't know why Tong does. He already had like 4.
Well, I feel like of his hit ability as a pitcher,
Yeah.
adding more pitches. Now we have the
ABS.
ABS. I was about to say ABCs. I'm still getting used to this. We've been seeing how this been going. Me and Reagan has talked. I want to say it's gonna sound crazy because I'm gonna keep saying we talked yesterday.
Yeah.
Like we're with each other a lot. So yesterday,
Well, we were watching the spring training.
yeah, we was
game.
watching spring training games. So yesterday we were talking about how like what players would benefit from it, and we were like, for sure, Aaron Judge is gonna be one of those players because he's tall as hell, and he's be getting called strikes at his knees, even though that's considered his balls. But now, what has been reported is that every player that's in major leagues got resized. They got reheight, and now the ABS system is towards each player. They correct height, not going based off like the generic
Mhm.
box anymore. We're
Yeah.
going based off their height. So we said Aaron Judge, we said Ohtani, we said
I think Soto's going to benefit. He has crazy hit discipline. He will not hit a ball. No, he won't.
He hasn't overturned one yet.
No, not yet. No, he did, but with another Met while they were in.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
rock paper scissors.
yeah,
shit. Sorry.
yeah, he did, but not an actual game.
Yeah,
But no, I think that he's going to use that, not a lot, but enough, because he has really good plate discipline.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna help a lot of like,
Funny enough,
things.
somebody who I think it will help is actually McNeil, because McNeil also has really good plate discipline, even though he's not a Met anymore. That was one of the benefits of him.
So do you
Yes.
overall do you like it? Do you think that
I haven't
should-
seen it enough used.
Mhm.
So like the games we watched, we saw it once.
Yeah.
It's also the debate of who we would let do it. So obviously we're gonna be mentioning SNY's announcers because these are who we listen to when we
Yeah.
watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So Gary was also saying that who will you let
Don't let a pitcher near it.
use it? He was like, don't let a pitcher use it. A
Yeah.
catcher, yes.
Yeah, definitely catcher, definitely
Catchers,
hitter.
yeah. Hitter, yes. Not pitcher. Only because he thinks that what happens is that if a pitcher does it, it's like, dude, like you can't call balls and strikes. And like it's also how Max Scherzer say, "Oh, I would never use it," but he was famously the pitchers when he was a Met who argued balls and strikes.
Yeah.
He's going to use it. Like,
Well,
let's
it's also
be so for real.
because he was also making the argument that they're actually just too far away to know.
Yeah, but it takes so long. Like without the system, it took so long to figure out what was it sometimes too.
Yeah. The system is
the
really
umpires
quick.
were like pending. Well, not really, because there was an error recently of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up right
Yeah,
now.
because the instances that I've seen that it's been used, it's been very, very fast.
So
Because that was one of the worries I had with the system is that it would like take
So
a bunch
the
of time.
ABS challenge system failed to work and call went unchecked. It was between the Texas and but it has been so far like
Pretty good. Yeah.
pretty good, but then there's some problems with it where some are not, like it's taking a little bit, like for example, like dugout report said like has it where it's like ABS challenge system failed to work, called went unchecked, and like you just see the
Yeah, but then it just goes back to what
it
we
just
did
goes
before.
back to what the Empire just said. So if
it's
it was
not a negative.
it's
you
not a
know?
negative, but then it helps when the umpires are unsure too.
Yeah.
It helps that the umpires could use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than us having robots as umpires. I take
Yeah.
that because I do not want a robot as an umpire. Like I'd rather take this new adjustment and see how it goes, but I would like to see it, and I think we're not gonna see it until we get into regular season.
Mm-hmm.
But like moving on to Baseball World Classic
Yeah.
starts
About a week, right?
March 7th.
I think
March
the
7th?
first game is March 5th, I think.
March 5th, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I had
so
it
we're
wrong. I had it wrong.
little over a week away.
No, a week. March 5th is
Oh, is that Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah,
We're
so a
exactly
week away.
A week away. I'm so excited.
Mhm.
I am going to be coming next recording with my jersey as support. But talking about Baseball World Classics. So currently the biggest debate is that that's Schoolbowl is only pitching one game
Mhm.
this World Baseball Classic, which is weird because when you usually assign for Baseball World Classic, you know it's a commitment of play, like representing your country. And for me, to hear him that he's only going to pitch one game, a part of me is like, okay, if you knew the White Sox is going to have this big chance this year, why did you sign up? Because like I think that's what he's saying. Like, you know, he doesn't, like, he is coming off from Tommy John.
Well, I think a lot of people when they signed up this year jumped the gun because Lindor did the exact same thing.
Well, what happened with Team Puerto Rico is insurance. So yes, it's true that Bad Bunny was going to pay for the insurance for Carlos Cabrera and for Lindor for them to play. But what happened at the end is insurance not panning out.
and his hand, but
Well,
also
and his
like,
hand, but he was going to get his surgery earlier if he was
Yeah.
playing. Hence
Well-
why it got pushed down more.
I mean by jumping the gun in terms of announcing that you're part of a team before you actually know that you can be a part of that team.
The thing is, Lindor has played Baseball World Classics since he's been MLB player.
Yeah.
Like I knew him when he was
No,
a
no, no,
Guardian.
yeah.
So
Listen,
like
I understand why he did, but I think that in general players this year announced maybe a little too soon.
no,
They
it
made commitments early.
was announced normally when it was announced. Like players were announced normally when they were announced. Usually it happens during the season, like how it happened. Sometimes it's like some players wait out till the end to see if like their team goes into playoff potentials.
I think more people should have waited till the end.
Personally, I'm just more on the fence of why School will only pitch one. Like I know people are like, okay, think about him coming his injury that he like came off of. Think about not really came off of, but like he had an injury somewhere throughout these years. Like think about that. Think about how the White Sox did so many good trades and signed and like, you know, they may be a playoff contender. But I'm like, okay, understandable. But I've never heard of a MLB player signing to Baseball World Classics to pitch one game. Like usually it's from March 5th to the 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
So you should probably pitch like at least 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 2 and 3, depending on like how your days go into
I mean,
the
that means you're a
category.
weekly pitcher, but yeah.
Yeah. But he's like an every 5-day pitcher.
Yeah, then yeah. He should have been
So he should have done at least 2.
Yeah, at least
Let's
twice.
say. Yeah. But that doesn't affect them. They have Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is still
Yeah.
like he could do every 4 days if needed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. I know Team USA has a really good roster. I'm gonna really just fastly name who's on Team USA while it loads because
I
I
should get a
hate
jersey.
Wi-Fi here in USA.
I should get a Team USA jersey.
I will never get a Team USA jersey.
What's your prediction? Who's gonna win?
Okay, so the top 3 contenders this year is Team USA, Japan, and Dominican Republic.
Mhm.
I'm betting Dominican Republic.
I'd bet Japan.
I would say Japan.
I'm
Yeah.
saying Dominican Republic only because they did get they got tremendous people this year.
Soto.
Soto always has played. That's like he played last Baseball World Classic.
Yeah, but having Soto in general is good.
Yeah, having Soto in general is great, but
A little overrated.
okay.
I think he had a
Okay.
really good 2024. Other than that, his career's been mid.
He had a better 2025, but for
okay.
sure,
It's
sure.
okay. Whatever makes you happy, okay? Whatever makes you happy. For infielders for Dominican Republic, you got Jeremy Pena, you got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you got Manny Machado, you got
I didn't know that he was there.
you got Keto Marte because he's always has Manny Machado plays every year.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana, Junior Camarino, and then you got Perdomo, and then you have outfielders O'Neal Cruz, Julio Rodriguez, Rojas, Juan Soto, and Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis is so good.
That's a stacked team.
Yeah.
Compared to US, let's put US. Let me put US. Hold up.
No, the U.S. has a good team.
Mm-hmm.
US has infielders Alec Bregman, Ernie Clemente, Gold Paul Smith, Bryce Harper. I thought
Judge,
he wasn't.
obviously captain.
Well, we're not even there. I meant infielders. He's outfielder.
Oh, I didn't know you were just doing infield.
Henderson, Terang, Bobby Witt Jr., which is he's really good. I can't say not. I can't lie and say he's not. But for the outfielders, they have Roman Anthony, Braxton Brunson, Pete Craw Armstrong. He's good. He's a Cub. I know him. He's good. And he got Aaron Judge. And their designated hitter is Kyle Schwarber. I say it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Team USA did go. It was Japan versus USA for
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Cup.
going to be Japan this year.
I don't know. I know for sure that. Let's see Japan.
Shohei Ohtani's DHing.
Yeah.
He's not pitching. Yoshinobu is pitching, but, he's good. He's great,
Yuki
actually.
Mashimoto. Well, they have a whole bunch of home-based people who are
Yeah.
not on MLB.
No, yeah, I don't know a lot of them. The ones that I
But
do
that's
know
how
are pretty good.
But like how I say, this is how I know with if we do it like that, that's how I know. If you watch Baseball World Classic, this is how is the best way to figure out who is from let's say for example, Japan is the perfect thing because Yamamoto, he was Japan.
Oh, yeah, and then he moved.
Then he moved to
Yeah.
MLB,
Well,
and
'cause
we
he's
knew
so
who
good.
we knew who he was.
Yeah.
You could find out how many players from God knows where. Like I always find out more of the Dominican Republic's and Puerto Rico's players throughout that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say I do have faith with Dominican Republic as much as my Puerto Rican hearts, because I am
Man.
Puerto Rican. I love Puerto Rico, and I do think we have a good team despite missing our two, because. Like, obviously, we have Edwin Diaz pitching. I'm surprised the Dodgers let him.
Yeah, no, same.
Because, like, that's a lot of money.
Well, he also got injured last time.
Bro.
Or, like 2 times ago. Yeah.
By jumping. By celebrating, guys.
Yeah, let's not.
By celebrating, he
Let's
bust
not
his
even.
ass.
Oh, wait, no, McLean's on Team USA as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But that's pictures.
Hell yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Like, it's up in the air. We
Clay
see.
Holmes.
So what we notice is that I believe players are now probably going to start heading towards where they need to go. Dominican Republic does play in Miami, hence why we saw Soto last.
Yeah, that makes
yesterday.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So Max, what you think? Because this is technically going to be your first Baseball World Classic you're following.
Yeah. Well, no, I did follow. I followed it before. I remember when Shohei struck out Mike Trout. That was such a
Last year's.
that was such a crazy moment. But I think Japan's gonna win. I could see the U.S. winning. I think the U.S. has a better roster overall, but I just think Japan is more suited for this shorter tournament. I think I think it suits their roster better, and I think they're gonna win. Also, going back to when you said Soto had a better 2025.
Oh my God,
He
we're not.
actually had more
We're
hits,
not doing
runs,
this.
less
No, we're not
strikeouts,
doing
better
this.
average
We're not doing this.
in 2024.
No, we're not doing this.
Sure, buddy.
First of
All
all,
right,
okay,
I'm done.
You're,
Just better
you
stats
literally
across the
said
board.
you literally said you're a salty Yankees fan when we mentioned Soto
I
every
didn't
single
want to
time.
say anything, but he definitely had a
Okay.
better 2024.
Okay,
than
then go
2025.
tell all the other announcers
Wait,
that
Freddie Freeman's not playing for Canada?
he's not.
I don't see him on the list.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ, let me bring it up.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Canada might have a way to win because they have Jared Young and they have some pretty good pitchers, but
Hold up, let me check.
Yeah, apparently
it
it's
doesn't
for
look like
it's
Freddie
for
Freeman.
undisclosed personal reason.
Really, that's
Yeah.
crazy because he usually is like he's done it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well,
he's-
maybe because Canada really doesn't get that far in.
Yeah, but he's
classics.
always been like Mr. Canada, even though he's like a Dodger. You know?
We love him, Mr. Canada.
No, yeah. I mean,
Right.
I'm partial,
So
but
revoke that citizen after the Olympics.
no.
Okay.
I'm keeping it.
Well,
I keep it.
So technically,
Just during the Olympics, I have a team that I'd rather root for.
Oh God, Lord Jesus Christ. But technically, the pools are interesting. So in Miami, it's Dominican Republic, Israel, Netherlands, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. In Tokyo, because they are playing in Tokyo.
Cool.
And then they come over here. You got
Tokyo Dome.
Australia.
Tokyo Dome.
I believe so, yeah.
Sick.
Australia, Chinese, Taipei,
Taipei.
Czech Republic. It's like why we put
Czechia.
Czechia? Why are we doing that?
Czechia.
Czechia, Japan and Korea, obviously. In Houston, it's Brazil, Great Britain, Italy, Mexico, and USA.
I forget that England has a team.
That's crazy.
And
I
Like,
fully forget that
just
England
thinking
has
in
a team.
San Juan, so in Puerto Rico, it's
Thinking
Puerto
of England
Rico,
playing,
Yeah.
Panama,
Cool.
Cuba, Colombia, and Canada. I'm surprised they're putting Canada.
In Puerto Rico.
In Puerto
And they're
Rico.
putting Puerto Rico in Florida.
No, Puerto Rico is in Puerto Rico.
Oh, good.
Same thing how Dominican Republic is in Dominican Republic.
I'd hope so.
I hope so. Well, no, it hasn't always been like that. We have never always played
That's silly.
in our home place. It's weird,
Yeah.
but I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
gonna root for obviously Team Puerto Rico, obviously Reagan's U.S.
Yeah.
Or are you doing Canada?
I was gonna do Canada if Freddie Freeman was there, but I'm gonna root for US because Freddie Freeman is gone.
And who you're gonna root for? Japan.
I'm not gonna root for Japan. I'm gonna root for the U.S., but I think Japan's gonna win.
Fair.
Fair.
That's what I
I-
think. But
I-
right now, the U.S. are the favorites.
U.S. is always the favorites.
Then it's Japan, then the Dominican Republic, and then
Yep.
Venezuela.
Yep, I told you top three.
Yeah. So
Puerto
it's-
Rico's not top three this year because we don't have Lindor or Carlos Cabrera.
Oh, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
yeah. All right. Moving
Anyways,
on to
Moving on.
the NBA.
Yes,
we are
take it
af-
away.
We are after the All-Star break. This is when the season starts ramping up.
I thought we passed All-Star break.
Yeah, we're past the All-Star break. Is that not what did I mess up?
No, you were right. Ashanti didn't hear.
Oh, yeah. We are past the
I was,
All-Star
I
break.
was
Didn't
buffering.
listen.
I was buffering.
And I have been obviously paying close attention to my New York Knicks, who honestly, although if you look at the record and the standings, Knicks are in a good spot.
Broski, you don't have them in a good spot.
What do you mean?
You literally said can't be a good team.
No. I'm saying this is what I'm saying. I'm saying if you just
Despite.
I'm saying if you
Despite.
look at just the standings, they're the three
Okay.
they're the 3 seed in the East, which is not bad. They are they're 1.5 games back from the Celtics 2 seed, and then the Pistons are the 1 seed.
Okay.
But which doesn't look that bad.
No.
But if you look at how the season's going and going into the season, you thought the Knicks would be the clear favorites in the
No.
East.
I know.
They knocked out the Pistons last year.
Uh-huh.
The Celtics are without Jason Tatum, and no one thought they would be doing as good as they are without him.
I knew that.
Jaylen Brown is looking like an MVP.
Honest, but you gotta remember, the
You-
Celtics
you-
played without him before, and they did phenomenal. So it's not surprising that they could play without Jason Tatum.
I think it's pretty.
They don't put
I
him
fa-
as like center of everything. Like
I didn't
God
think
forbid
they
the
would be.
Knicks do.
I didn't think they would be terrible, but I thought they would be fighting for a place to not be in the play-in and guarantee getting
the
the first
Celtics
round.
is too good of a well-rounded team to
Yeah.
just have one player fully mess them up.
Yeah, but I just think with any team, you lose your first team All NBA caliber player for a full year, you're going to have a big bounce back, and they haven't really had a bounce back. So, and the problem with the Knicks is that they just can't beat.
They can't pass the ball.
They can't like
Ball hoggers.
They can't beat the big teams. They're 0-3 against the Pistons. It seems whenever they're on a big game.
0-3 against the Pistons, just the Pistons.
Yeah, against the best team in the East, who they're probably going to have to go through to get to the finals.
High chance, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not looking that great for the Knicks, even though we know they'll have home court in the first round. And it's really just about the second and third round, which I don't see how anyone can be picking them over the Pistons right now. As much as I would love to be overly confident going into the playoffs, with what I've seen, they play a lot worse when they're playing the best teams in the league, which honestly
was kind of the same last year.
I was just going to say, it was very similar to last year where they couldn't beat the big teams. And I mean, in the playoffs, it got a lot better. I mean, beating the Celtics with Jason Tatum.
They got beaten by the Cavs this week.
Yeah.
And they face the Bucks tomorrow.
Yep.
Which I don't think.
They play the Bucks, which they really should beat the Bucks without Giannis. I mean, yeah. But overall, I think it's going to come down to a Knicks versus Cavs series, a Knicks versus Pistons series, a Knicks versus Celtics series in the second round again. And hopefully what happened last year in the second round can continue. But
moving on I predicted championship perfectly.
What was your prediction for this championship?
For this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Oh, you mean for last year?
Last year I predicted perfectly. Like,
okay.
I knew the Knicks weren't going to win. Yeah. I was so confident in that.
Timothy Chalamet showed up and you said, this team is not making it past here.
No, he's actually a dedicated fan.
He's a dedicated fan.
He's there at every game.
No, because I was like, why the hell he's here? But no, it was more because I'm not gonna get into much of it, because if you want to listen to half of my opinions, go back. But it was more of I knew they weren't gonna make it because it gets to a point where there's a lot of ball hogging.
Yeah, it's a lot of Brunson.
Brunson does hold the ball too much in high situations where he should be passing and, try to do plays better. And there's times where he doesn't. He gets ball hogged, fouls, overturns. Too many stuff happens. And when the Knicks get over cocky, I'm going to 100% say that, get over cocky, they tend to mess up more.
Yeah.
Because they could have had championship. They could have won last year. But if you saw the game before they went back to Boston, that told you everything about that.
Yeah. And it felt like the Pacers were out of it, who were the team that.
So who do you think play championship game would be?
This is tough because I was just going to move on to the West, where it's earlier in the season, first maybe month and a half, 2 months. I thought the Thunder were gonna.
I think that they were dominating for 3 months.
They were, I think, 24-1. I would have thought they were gonna cruise to the championship and definitely be in the finals, and then probably coast through and win it. But the Spurs have looked really good. They've won their last 10. They've won 10 in a row for the first time in 10 years, and They've beaten great teams. I mean, they just beat the Pistons last night. Wemby looks like the best player in the league, if not definitely top 5. And I think that they can give the Thunder. I really hope we get Spurs Thunder for a full series. I think it would be really good. And I think
Spurs and Thunder, they're both West Conference.
Yeah. And I think that
So I think I don't think I've seen a Western Conference. Let me retake my words back, because it was the East Conference versus East Conference last year. Yeah. I think it's been a while since we saw a Western Conference versus Western Conference.
No, I'm just saying in the Western Conference Finals, I want to see.
In their finals. I thought you were talking about.
No, in the finals of the West, I want to see the Thunder versus the Spurs, and I think
low key they're right behind. The Thunders are 54-15, and the Spurs is 42-16.
Yeah.
They're right behind.
Yeah, I think the winner of the NBA championship this year will be a Western Conference team. I think it'll be either the Thunder, the Spurs, or the Nuggets, who I think it's just Jokic is just the best player in the league. So
I think
he
it
can
might-
lead them to a championship. But
I think
the Pistons look really good. The
I do
Pistons
think
look
the
really
Pistons
good.
are probably gonna.
I just think they don't have the experience. They're a very young team.
I mean, they don't got the experience.
Cade is very young. But I mean, I guess that is what people said about the Thunder last year.
You
but
can't name a younger team,
Yeah,
especially how last year went. Because I never 100% thought I would see the Thunders be where they were at.
I didn't think the Thunder were gonna win last year. I thought,
You thought the Knicks.
I actually thought the Celtics were gonna win,
Really?
and then the Knicks beat them, which was like the most enjoyable series I've ever watched. But I think the finals is going to be the Pistons versus the Nuggets. I think that's what I think it's going to be.
Nuggets?
That's my prediction. But I just want to see great series.
I think it may be
I
Pistons.
want to see the Spurs.
Thunder.
I want to see the Spurs versus the Nuggets in a series in the West. I want to see the Spurs versus the Thunder in a series in the West. I'd love to see the Pistons Knicks again, and I'd love to see. I mean, the Cavs
But
are.
we're still far off. We're like close to.
Yeah, I think we're like 2 months away from the.
like
the start of the playoffs?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, we're still kind of far from playoffs.
Yeah, but this is where the seeding really gets
Yeah, and then like
down to it.
but it comes down to a point where in March, not a lot of viewership is not on the NBA.
Yeah.
It's in
It's
March Madness.
March Madness, and then March Madness ends, and people are like, "Whoa,
March Madness ends
we're
like
about to be-
April, like
Yeah. start of April."
the start of April.
So yeah, I think
I should mention Reagan's mix up yesterday. You said,
Oh, yeah.
I,
I thought that March Madness was over. It's not March yet.
wow.
I don't know
It's in the
any.
name.
I was setting
It's
out
in the
my
name. It's
topic
March.
email.
Yeah,
and
that's
I was,
why I'm
and I put
shutting
Mar-
up because I don't
put-
know anything about basketball. I know nothing about
I
basketball.
was making my topic email and I was like, oh, wait, can we cover March Madness? Because, Baruch is no longer in playoffs.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's see. And then like I asked and Reagan was like, we can't cover March Madness. March Madness ends. I'm like, what you mean?
So
March
when did you
Madness
think
ends?
when did you think March Madness was?
Like a month ago, a
So you thought
restaurant.
March- you thought
You thought March Madness was January
No,
Madness?
there's more context.
Okay.
Like a month ago, me and my parents were getting dinner somewhere, and I saw like a college basketball game on the TV. So I thought
It's
that
college basketball season. Doesn't mean March Madness.
You
I
know,
didn't
it's
know that
here.
they had a whole season.
Yeah.
I don't follow basketball.
It's like that's like the regular season,
That's
and
regular
March
season.
Madness is like the playoff.
Yeah, I thought that because since they were on the TV,
I
it
just
must
explained
be the important part.
I just explained when WNBA started to Reagan too.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
Because
summer.
she didn't know
So
it was
what's
summer.
who's gonna win March Madness this year?
No. How's Duke doing?
Duke's very good.
Shit,
Very
I'll
good.
put my money on Duke.
Duke, I think, is
I
a
stay
top 3
UConn.
favorite.
I stay UConn for females.
I'm always U of A.
I'm always UConn for women's.
I mean, yeah, they're.
Well, I've
incredible.
always been a UConn fan. I have family in
What is
Connecticut.
U of A?
Arizona.
University of Arizona.
Oh, my uncle works there. I should probably root for U of A then.
Yeah,
We get into this a whole. We get into this next.
yeah.
like
Next month.
next month.
Not
The
my
one
month.
in March.
Not last month.
Yeah, you
Not
guys will
last
get into
month.
this next month.
Okay, so we move on to the Olympics.
Reagan.
Yeah, my stuff, my
Yep.
lovely stuff.
The reason why
figure
Reagan is here.
skating. Ooh, poor Ilya Malin.
Ilya.
It was tragic. People are saying stuff about the ice. I don't think we can say that much about the ice because they're not going to redo it and they
Nope.
never would redo it.
Nope.
And that's not how the Olympics happens. It's how the ice is that day and that it is what it is. Speed skaters also fell. A bunch of people also
yeah,
fell
but
in the
it
same
goes into
spot.
the category that he was also the last skater. So
Okay,
the
so
ice from being last
should we-
skater to being
I think we should give some context
Okay.
as to what happened.
Ilya
he
Malin,
bust his ass.
yeah.
Well,
he
he fell in his spins, fell in his jumps.
twice.
Twice.
Yes. he
And
fell
people are
twice.
saying the ice.
So it's Olympian. Like Olympians are saying that the ice that day wasn't the best because, like how Reagan says, speed
speed skating.
skater. We're saying that the ice was too thin.
And they fell in the
and they
exact
fell.
same places. because the ice in that part
everybody
wasn't,
else
like,
before-
hard enough.
Ilya fell too.
Well, yeah, the two Japanese guys also fell in like very similar places.
It's also, but I also say the ice from when you're like the beginning middle skater to being the last skater, it's gonna be different.
well, no, they recondition it, but
yeah,
I think
but I think
maybe
they didn't
needed
recondition
to.
it better.
Yeah, I think they didn't do it enough. There's also again like there's been issues with the ice basically this entire Olympics, and even before the Olympics, seeing as they didn't have the hockey stadium built until like a week before.
Well, maybe. Well, I haven't heard anything about the hockey rink being messed up.
Well, the hockey rink.
Maybe
wasn't-
that's why, because they waited so long.
No, I think it is genuinely because Italy waited so long and didn't start preparations until very, very late. I think that a lot of their stuff was done very late. And also, if you see at the end when the spoilers for later, but when the men's team won gold, when they go into the boards and they crash into the boards, you can see the plexiglass like wobbling. That would not happen most other places. Like that's not
It's not
like,
normal.
No, that's not normal. That's not great. That means that you don't have a great stadium. Also, like their jumbotron in their stadium was like really small. I mean, there was a lot of issues with it the entire time. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was an ice issue. But also, what happens happens. So the U.S. did not get any golds in men's figure skating. Mikhail Shaidorov
Yeah, you
clinched
said it right.
first. Yes, I said it right.
Yay.
He clinched first. He's from Kazakhstan. It's the first time they have gotten first, I believe, ever. So good for them. Great for them. Good year for them.
Love that for them.
He's also the person in the gala who figure skated as a panda bear.
Oh my God, that was him.
That was the gold
He
medalist.
he was from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Bro, why did it not click to me until you said that?
Yeah, no, I knew before because like I knew about him before the Olympics started, just because like a lot of he did that routine for other competitions, like actual competitions.
He did it for Worlds.
I don't know if he did it for Worlds, but I know he did it for other competitions. So he was like on my radar. He was just not on my radar for being on the podium. So I'm impressed with what he did. He did a great routine. So he definitely
Hopefully
deserved
the
it.
French make better conditions because
Yeah.
France is the 2030.
Yeah, the French Alps.
I thought it was Salt Lake City.
No, it's France.
So Salt Lake is after that one.
I believe, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
We should not be hosting any Olympics in the U.S. right now.
Yeah, not right now. But
Like,
Well,
I
the-
don't think in
the summer
general.
one's in the U.S.
Yeah, 2028 is in
20
LA.
Yeah.
It is also, in my opinion, I feel like the way USA is, not like getting any other way. I'm like just saying like sports wise, I don't think it's the smartest to have all of us here.
well, it's also because we don't really like the US cares about the Olympics a lot, but we're not.
I don't think we're a good host because like
No.
FIFA is being here this year. And that's already caused, they're already planning everything out for
We're
that.
also so far away from most other countries. Like
Yeah.
having it somewhere in Europe or having it somewhere like near Asia makes more sense.
Like
because,
let us
they're
fly
on this-
out to them.
Yeah, they're all on the same continent. Most countries that participate are not
Closer.
Yeah, are closer to Europe or Asia. They're not closer to the US or Canada.
Well, maybe Canada should host it. Canada hosted it.
I don't know if Canada's ever hosted it, actually.
And if they haven't, that's
The
like
thing
how Max said earlier. There's winter conditions.
yeah, no,
in
they
France.
could definitely host.
No, that's not what I said.
They could definitely host winter. They
But,
did 1988
the thing
in Calgary.
God damn, 1988.
Yeah, 1988 in Calgary and 2010 in Vancouver.
So recently, 2010.
Yeah, so I'm a fan of the World Cup being here, just
Mhm.
because as someone that grew up here and
Yeah.
soccer was my main sport, it's not as big here, and I think that it being here will expand the game a
Yeah,
lot.
but
I know
internationally,
for the
it
Olympics,
takes, it takes a lot from them to come over here.
Yeah.
I get
It's a
that,
lot of
but
money.
I do like the idea of it being places where it's not as popular, so it can
But like
expand the game.
Okay, I understand
So
that,
that's
but
just for
there's not even a
soccer.
U.S. team
What do you mean?
in FIFA.
US isn't competing this year.
Exactly.
What do you mean U.S. The United States is in the World Cup?
I don't think so.
So
Yeah. What do you mean? Of course. We're
which
in
one? It's
group-
not New York City Football Club. It's not
No,
Brooklyn
the
Football
United
Club.
States national team is competing in the World Cup. They get an automatic spot. U.S.,
Yeah.
Canada, and Mexico. We're in group, I think, D,
Yeah.
something like that.
We're in
We
group
have
D.
we're in Group D.
We're in a group.
Yeah. Of course. You didn't think the U.S. were going to compete in the U.S. in
Yeah,
the-
hey, I
we
wasn't
did.
the only
in
one.
the
I
World
had no
Cup?
idea.
I had no idea.
I know anything
I'm not
about
a soccer
What did you
person.
think? You thought that
The only closest soccer adjacent things I know is the New York City Football Club. Okay, and
So you thought the U.S. were just like, nah, we're skipping this World
Well,
Cup.
I mean, I think they're gonna lose, but
well, yes,
100%.
they're obvious. They're
they're right.
they're just the hosts.
they are
Yeah.
not.
They're just the
They're
hosts.
not close to being one of the favorites to win it, but
I think
all-
Ireland's gonna win.
whenever
course you are.
whenever a country hosts the World Cup, they get automatic qualification into it.
You
Yeah.
see, look, I learned something new.
I googled it and I learned this. Same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways,
But anyway,
back
going
to
back
the
to the Olympics.
Back to the
We got
Olympics.
off topic there.
No, I do agree that like More countries. It's also hosting the Olympics is so hard. It's so much infrastructure you have to build,
Yeah.
and usually like people die building it. So I feel like having it in places that have previously had it is the best way to go.
Well,
So you don't have to wreck
the
entire
US,
cities.
the US separating it. It's supposed to be in LA, but women's softball is being played in where the College World Series stadium is at, which is also in like I believe in Oklahoma.
We always do that for summer. Whenever we host summer, we separate into different states. Usually, we have most of it in the state that actually is
in LA.
hosting.
Yeah,
Wait, sorry. When was the last time the Olympics were in the U.S.?
Like 2016.
No, 16
No,
was Europe. Was
2012?
Rio.
no,
12 was London.
London.
8 was Beijing.
uh-huh.
And I don't know past that.
I feel like it was pretty.
I feel like it's
recent.
yeah, not too far back.
2002,
Yeah.
2002.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Damn,
yeah.
I wasn't even alive.
Yeah.
So none of us were
Yeah,
alive.
so it's been 20, but I mean, there is a lot of places it could be.
It's been like 20, almost 20.
No, I mean Salt Lake City is great. LA is great for the summer games. The winter games could be hosted in Lake Tahoe. The winter games could be hosted in Alaska. Like we have
honestly,
a lot.
that would be smart.
I don't know if it would be smart because it's very, very cold, like freezing, super freezing conditions that might
Well-
not actually be good for winter sports.
Summer Olympics were in 1996 in Atlanta.
In
So this is our-
Atlanta.
That was the last Summer Olympics in the
Yeah,
U.S.
so this is our first Summer Olympics in a long time.
Well,
30 years.
yeah.
So
I usually personally like it when it's overseas, personally, even though like time difference. Like Reagan was hearing me be like, "That's it, that's it." You telling me we're done already?
You don't like the 5 a.m. men's game? You don't like watching men win at 5 a.m.?
Bro, I don't like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I know 5 a.m. game was rough.
The only time I've ever watched anything 5 a.m. is Formula One,
Well,
which is starting soon.
transitioning into something that we watched together that wasn't at 5 a.m. Women's figure skating.
Yeah. So, fun fact: me and Reagan ran from class into the ticker suite. And
Yeah.
just like popped up my computer and started like, where is it at? Where is
Well,
it
we
at?
watched the end of women's hockey. Women's
Yeah.
hockey was ending as our class ended,
Yeah.
and then women's figure skating was ending after
after
that one
that.
ended.
So
So
we were able to catch. So when we are we in women's Olympics now? Like women's figure skating?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we came to watch it, we were close to Alyssa Liu,
yeah,
and then to Japan.
yeah,
By the time we caught on, Amber Glenn was in first.
was still in first.
Was still in first. She went, I think.
from 13th.
No, like what number she went that day?
Oh, she won overall 5th.
No. Like when did she took the ice and that she got fifth? How long was she
pretty
there?
early.
Like, I remember it was really long and we were like, she's still there, and she did get docked down right away, super fast. Like towards the end is when it started switching. Who was at first? So first it was Amber.
Yeah.
Then it was
Wait, I can find it.
then it was the Japanese. No,
No, then
it was
no, yeah, maybe
Japanese that was retiring, and then
No.
no.
Then it was the Japanese girl that eventually got 4th,
Yes.
and then we thought that the Russian girl.
Oh,
Sorry, whatever. It doesn't matter.
no, we have to say it properly.
Okay,
The
like not affiliated.
Yeah,
with the
not
country.
affiliated with the country.
We thought that she was gonna overtake, but she didn't overtake.
Yeah.
Because she fell on one of her quads.
No, it's also she fell, which we didn't notice because we low key thought it was just like an execution where she went a little bit more down. It was also her dismount, the way she landed on her skate. They took
Yeah.
out deduction out of that.
Yeah, no, there were a few deductions.
So it wasn't so Alyssa, the last 3 contenders in order was Alyssa Liu, Japan, and Japan.
Chiba,
So, Chiba and-
got above Amber Glenn, and then Alyssa Liu dethroned her, and then Sakamoto,
almost
second.
Yes.
and then Nakai got third.
Which she's
17.
baby.
She's a baby.
Olympic debut, got bronze.
And it was also so, like, I think that this year the winner's
such-
podium was so much friendlier than I think it's been in the past 10
I
years.
just think in general, this winter, like this figure skating year, was just vibes were everywhere, nice. Even coming from Worlds, like it was such a nice vibe.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we've seen figure skating like that. And also, everybody will say, because it's Alyssa Liu, but I will also just say, I think it's just Team USA who was representing USA.
Yeah.
I think that was also the big contender too, because Amber Glenn being like 56,
yeah.
being 56, Melissa Liu being 20,
Wait, 56?
26.
I was about to say. I thought you meant like a score for something. No, she
No,
was
she's
26. She was the
26.
oldest competing. Yeah.
Yeah, by like 1 year.
1 year, yeah.
Yeah.
Sakamoto's 25, yeah.
Yeah. And
This is
she's
her last
retiring,
Olympics.
Yeah. But it just, so when we caught it, me and Reagan really thought it was gonna be Japan.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a Japanese podium.
Yeah. No, not fully, not straight.
When we first started watching and Amber Glenn was still at first, I thought it might be a Japanese podium because Alyssa Liu the previous day was third.
Yeah.
So she had
She
to
was
not,
right underneath them.
Yeah, but she had to not only like beat them in this, but she had to beat them
She
by
had to
like
have
a good amount.
140.
Yeah,
She
I think
scored
so.
150.
150, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, she had to have 140 just to clear them.
to clear them. Just to be like,
Yeah,
just to be first.
yeah.
She had to be 140, her score.
Not taking into account
Yeah.
what their scores were going
Yeah.
to be. Like, by assuming their scores were going to be like
The
an
way they
average
were, yeah.
score. Yeah.
And she also she was close to the highest score in the Olympics. You told me
Alyssa Liu, no.
you said she was close to 200 and something.
No.
You said she was close to it.
No.
Highest is like 3 something.
No, you said it was the.
There's also another highest that was like 270.
Yes, that's the one you were
That's
saying she was
not that
close to.
close.
Well, you said you thought she had the highest until you searched it up.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I think that the artistry in her performances
Is what scores her high for sure.
also makes them seem more complicated than they are. Because
Also her
like the entire
disco.
podium last year was above her score.
Yeah.
Like in terms of tricks and
Well,
like
elements.
yeah, in terms
Elements.
yeah, I don't know the names, but
Elements.
in terms of the elements and stuff, like they were more complex last Winter Olympics, but this Winter Olympics, everybody like
Like artistry more.
there
which
was
is
way
good.
more artistry, and there were also
Well, for some, because we were very bored with the unaffiliated to Russia girl.
yeah, hers was fine. I mean, hers was the same. She has the
she
same
changed it,
coach
yeah.
that the other 3 Russians had. That caused them to have all of the drama they did.
And
Like
to
that-
cause them to not be able to start competing again till like
Yeah,
like
because-
they just got the clear to start repeating.
Yeah, exactly.
competing again
So-
in December.
I don't know. I
Well, we
think
don't
that
like
coach,
her for a reason.
No, that coach should be banned because she may have allegedly been doping people with heart medication.
We don't-
So, yeah.
but let's not get into it.
Let's not get into it. Let's not get into it. Anyway, the
ICC.
ICC is great. We love them. They're
Yeah,
perfect.
so
There's
Alyssa
never been
Liu-
bad ever.
Yeah, Alyssa Liu got her
Got
first
her gold.
first Olympic gold in individual. She also came home with teams with USA.
Yes. So she
the-
got 2 golds.
So she came home with 2 goals. Second Olympic appearance because she retired at 16,
Yes.
right after, which is
Yes.
crazy that she came off. Her coaches were like
Iffy about her coming back.
they weren't iffy about her coming, like they were iffy about her competing, like in the caliber she was, like coming
Yeah.
back competing to where she was at. They were very iffy. They thought she was just gonna do like competitions and stuff like that. No, she came back full force.
Mhm.
There's a whole documentary about it with
Yeah.
60 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's a really good documentary. But overall, I want to say winter figure skating probably was really good.
It was really good. I like the gala. The gala was also very good.
I love the gala. I don't know why I never really heard of the gala until this year. Like I know it happened, but I
Yeah.
never really.
Well,
paid
I think that
fully
in
paid
terms of
attention to
gala
it.
performances, I think that previous years people mostly focused on Yuzuru Hangyu because he
Yeah,
always
maybe
had a very, very
that's
artist,
why.
like
Maybe that's
a
why.
high artistry one.
Maybe that's why I only remembered that one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, I love Olympic figure skating. We'll see them again in 4 years. So
Well, isn't there something? Don't they have one more thing left this year?
yeah. Yes, they have Worlds.
No, Worlds past. Oh yeah, no, Worlds for 2026. Yes,
yeah,
you're right.
they have 2026 Worlds in like 2 months.
Yeah.
So Ilya Malin will have a second chance at a gold.
Oh, we don't know if Alyssa Liu will be back.
Alyssa
Oh.
Liu said she's competing in it.
She
So,
already,
yeah.
she already confirmed?
I
Oh,
believe
damn.
so.
Period, girl. Period.
But yeah, so
Don't go defend your title.
yeah, they'll be back. moving on. to
Women's hockey.
Women's hockey. The USA is awesome. We beat everybody. Yeah, literally. On February 5th, the USA won 5-1 to Czechia. Then we won 5-0 to Finland. And then we won 5-0 to Switzerland. And then we won 5-0 to Canada. And then we won 6-0 to Italy. And then we won 5-0 to Sweden. And then we beat Canada in overtime for the gold. Yay!
Wow, what a dominating performance.
What a dominating team.
Conceded 2 goals all tournament.
All tournament, yeah. Conceded, yeah. Fully
Pretty
conceded
much.
2 goals all tournament. Went on the longest shutout streak in women's Olympic history. Yeah. Awesome.
Wow.
Our captain set the record for the most goals.
Hillary King.
Yeah, set
Kingsman.
the record for the most goals ever scored
Is
by
it Knight or Kings?
Knight.
Knight.
Ever in the women's Olympics, women's
We love
hockey Olympics.
We love her, but then
She's
now,
so great. Yeah,
Now she's going to go be. She's a Boston, right? For
Marlins. No, not Marlins.
Seattle.
Krakens. Yeah.
No, I can't even root for her no more.
I know. Well, they'll be in New York against the Sirens in like a month, so we'll hopefully go see that. But yeah,
Go
it's
down.
looking-
Tickets go down, please.
It was great. It was a really good showing for the U.S. I mean, they were so consistent.
I think this is
throughout
the most consistent we've seen the
Oh,
women's
by far.
hockey team be in
Yes.
a while.
In a year. I mean, they won 2 years ago.
They won
not 2 years ago, but 2 Olympics ago.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I was be like, not 2 years,
6 years ago.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
doing the math. Yeah, like 6 years ago. But even if with that team, they still didn't have that many shutouts.
Yeah, no. This is the most
This was
we've ever
dominating.
had. Yeah.
And that's also coming from the year that we just started having professional women's hockey.
Mm-hmm.
This just says
Wow.
everything.
If you combine the scores, 33-2.
Yes,
in the
33 to
tournament.
2
That's
in the tournament.
crazy.
We also beat Canada twice.
Yeah,
Twice.
wow.
Which was nice. So yeah, it was great. It was a great tournament. It was great to watch. I
we were
hope
sweating.
I hope we run it back in 4 years. Honestly, I have no
in
notes.
France.
In France, yes. And then U.S. men's hockey. U.S. men's hockey was a little shakier, but not too much shakier. So
Yeah.
on U.S. men's hockey started on February 2nd. So the U.S. won 5-1 to Latvia, and then we won 6-3 to Denmark, and then we won 5-1 to Germany, and then we won 2-1 to Sweden in overtime. Almost got knocked out, but we didn't. And then we won 6-2 to Slovakia, and then we won 2-1 to Canada in overtime for 3v3s. So what is fun about the men's hockey is in the USA-Sweden match where USA won in overtime, Quinn Hughes got that goal. And in the final, when it was the US versus Canada, Jack Hughes, his brother, got the final goal for us to get the gold medal.
Yeah. I think it's cool because I don't know. Were the women's going into the tournament, were they favored to win, or was it Canada?
Usually Canada is
it's
always
usu-
favored.
Yeah.
I feel like
Canada was
I think
favored for
it's-
both.
I think it's cool that it's not one of those tournaments where the U.S. or any country is massively favored and they win.
Yeah.
It's one of these ones where the U.S. won women's and men's, and it wasn't
No, they
going
weren't,
in.
they
like
weren't
they
fully
were-
favored for either.
Yeah. So I think that's really cool.
Canada's also always favored for hockey, no matter what.
Yeah.
And the fact
it's
that both
just-
final gold medals were against Canada.
No, and they
Yeah.
were also won
And
in the
both
exact
2-1.
same way.
Yeah, both 2-1 overtime.
Yeah.
It's
No, it's yeah. I mean, it writes itself. Like it's
yeah.
it's a very pretty win.
Yeah. And then I saw that Jack Hughes, who scored the goal in overtime, was back playing for the Devils. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
really?
and he also during that game he it looks at least like he passed the puck to a player on the other team that he was playing with on Team USA
Yeah.
because I
Oh,
think
this
that
is the
yeah
jersey. This is
yeah this is the jersey
the-
yeah this is the jersey.
I just think
Devils
it's
game.
crazy that these players are coming off such a high of winning a gold medal and then
Oh
they're
yeah, and
right
are
back.
immediately back.
right
Yeah,
back having to play in the
yeah, the
NHL.
captain of the Leafs, the one who was the captain of the men's team, is also right back.
Yeah.
He's playing his first game
Yep.
home this Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't get no break.
Nope,
Yeah.
no.
They come
break.
back from Olympic break and then
Yeah.
well, honestly, the Olympic break is already so long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like you have all the other players already.
but they also
Like,
miss
spilling.
their week of training, which sucks for them. But also they're playing in the Olympics, so
So yeah.
you can say that that's their week of training.
Yeah. That's
Jack
their month.
Hughes also got his teeth knocked out in the third period of
Yeah.
the gold medal game, and then he came back to win it all. It was high sticking. He also had a high sticking offense after that penalty. But yeah, so that was an interesting one. I hope Tate McRae has a great dentist.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That just took me by surprise. I thought she was still with the Kid Leroy.
Nope,
No,
and she's also Canadian.
Yep.
I knew that.
So we've stolen her for
No,
Team
but I'm
USA.
pretty sure I
Period.
saw she was rooting for the U.S.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
rooting
she
for the
is.
US. She
Yeah.
was rooting for her boyfriend.
That was such news to me. I was like, oh wow. Good
Yeah,
for
I didn't
them.
know she was Canadian.
I literally started watching men's hockey because of that.
A lot of
But
people did.
But
Oh, that's like Taylor Swift and Kelsey. A lot of people started watching football
Well,
because of that.
well, the difference is that I watch
PWHL. Yeah.
That's better in my opinion.
I like PWHL. I like the NHL. My family are Leafs fans. Unfortunately, I am cursed.
God bless you.
It's not
not a
that
fan.
bad. We get into.
I'm only a Sirens fan, and that's going into PWHL.
I like the Sirens. The
I love
Sirens are good.
Sirens.
I wish that I
It's
could root for
easier to
Seattle.
understand. Like, this is practically what my first year following hockey.
Yeah.
It's easier to understand
Well,
watching
actually,
women's than watching men's.
Their draft is my favorite way that anybody does a draft because it's so how the women's hockey does their draft is that when you are out of contention for the playoffs, every point you score from there is points to where you're going to be in the draft, and whoever gets the most points is the highest in the draft. So it
Oh, wow.
incentivizes teams to keep winning, even if they're out of the draft. Because now drafts incentivize losing. The more you lose, the higher in the draft you are. This incentivizes teams to, when they're out of the playoffs, keep playing as hard as they can so they actually get a good draft pick.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, which is like an interesting and different way to do it. And you could argue that, like, sure, some teams are probably going to get higher point totals because they're just such good teams. But I don't know. I think it is a way to keep it a little bit more fair and have teams not just get amazing players because they suck. And also not force amazing players to be on teams that are terrible.
I didn't know that the Toronto Maple Leafs have the second most Stanley Cups, but then they haven't won since 1967.
Yeah, they're like the Yankees.
That's no, when the Yankees won in 2008. This is like
Sure, buddy.
yeah,
I know.
No, and the Maple Leafs. That's crazy. They haven't won in like 60 years, yet they have the second most.
Yep.
So you'd think if you just looked at it, like, oh, we have the second most, we're so lucky. And then
Well,
it's
for the
like,
past like 6 years, we've gotten into the playoffs, but we haven't gotten to that final game,
yeah.
which is interesting because
Wow, the Montreal Canadiens have 24, but they haven't won in over 30 years.
yeah, I
Wow.
mean, yeah, there is a lot of not winning in the NHL.
Yeah.
Florida won last year, which is crazy. But Austin Matthews is the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he was also the captain of Team USA.
Mm-hmm.
So him winning the gold for Team USA shows that he can lead a team to win. He
Yeah.
just can't lead the Leafs to
Oh,
win.
I feel bad for McDavid.
Yeah.
Lost 2 in a row.
Two in a row to the Tkachuk's. They're his
Yeah.
nightmare. They're literally his nightmare.
Wow, like that's 3 finals now.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
To the
And
Tkachuk's.
he's so good. Oh
No,
my
he's-
god,
he
he's
is
so good.
I'd argue he's probably the best. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, he's so good.
Like I don't watch that much hockey, but when
No,
I
I
see
know.
Connor McDavid highlights, it's
No, yeah, you have
it's
to.
like a different sport.
No, you have to appreciate it, even if you don't like his team or whatever. You have to appreciate it. Also, Quinn Hughes, the ghost followed him to the Olympics. People were joking because he had that same look in his eyes. Yeah, Ashanti's doing it right now. I think
it's so creepy.
it's not really. I don't know if it's creepy.
Well, when you first look at it and like not understand what the hell he's doing, he's just zoning out.
No, he's just looking into the void, trying to lock in for the game. Like, I get what he's doing, but he just he looks so haunted.
Bro, it's also because he has his stick in his hand upright
No, yeah.
too.
No,
so
that's
it
when he's
makes
standing.
it worse.
Have you seen the photos of him?
No.
Oh my God,
So
I
you
have to
just see
show
me
you.
doing it in the whole
Well, yeah,
context.
now I know what it
Quinn Hughes' ghost.
Not
But
the
yeah, so
ghost.
people are joking that like Quinn Hughes' ghost has followed him to the Olympics and also to his new team.
Oh yeah, she did it pretty good.
She did it.
Thank you.
And
My
this
reenactment
is
is
him
everything.
just standing on the ice.
Yeah, he's got to be doing that on purpose at this point.
No,
No,
he's
he's
not.
not.
It's like a new thing that people are posting about it. Like people,
Apparently
also-
he's done it before.
No,
it just
he-
hasn't
yeah.
got.
he's been
noticed
doing it
until
for
now.
years. But yeah, it hasn't been noticed since now. I mean, in
Well,
general,
that's what happens when you're in the Olympic spotlight. So
yes. Also, in general, the NHL is not the most popular sport by any metric. Like, hockey's pretty niche in terms of a sport that people follow. Most people
I
don't
want to say
follow
basketball.
hockey.
I want to say baseball's
No, in the
No.
In the
US.
US,
No.
also in the US and Canada, the main two places that follow hockey I think that baseball is way more popular.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
more
think
popular
that-
than hockey.
Yeah, I think that hockey is one of the least popular major sports.
Bro,
I think it's
barely
the
watched
least
it.
popular
Definitely
major
the
I
sport.
barely
I mean,
watch it until
Like
this year.
baseball, basketball, football are more.
Soccer in the U.S. might be
Soccer in
Soccer,
the U.S.
probably-
is coming up
it's a-
there.
it is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, females.
Yeah, but I think that the NHL is getting a lot more recognition because of a certain show.
PWHL.
Yeah, okay. But I think that both leagues are getting a lot more recognition because of a particular show. And
Reagen.
I hope that good things happen in the future that reflect it.
Okay.
Should we move on to the
I thought you was gonna
should we
say
do the update on Lindsey Vonn?
Oh yeah, we can do the update on Lindsey Vonn. I feel so bad for her. It's rough.
It's bad.
So Lindsey Vonn is the skier who
Got caught on the her
Flag.
arm got caught on the flag.
her arm got caught on a flagpole and caused her leg to basically explode.
Basically, if she didn't have it surgically fixed the way she did, she
She'd
would have
never
had to
walk
get
again.
amputated.
Yeah, it would either have to get amputated or she'd never walk again. She has
Well,
multiple screws in her leg
yeah,
and also
so-
plates.
So people who are visualizers, she has plates on the side from her knee down.
Yeah.
She has 2 screws from the kneecap going downwards to connect her kneecap and her leg bone, I guess.
Yeah.
And then she has screws
On the
top
side,
on the
connecting
side
the more complex
connecting it.
fractures.
Yeah.
She also had compartment syndrome, which is really bad. It's when your blood vessels
Popped.
No. It's when they're like very, very, very full, and then it causes your nerves to spasm, and your nerves don't get like the
So
blood.
she
that they
almost
need.
had nerve damage, is what I'm
Well,
hearing.
she probably does have nerve damage.
Well, we haven't
but
heard any more about
she possibly, it's bad. It's a thing that can lead to amputation. She had a lot of factors that could have led to amputation. She got very lucky and she didn't have to. She's back in the U.S., still getting, around the clock care for it. Allegedly, she could come back to the sport eventually, but her doctors are worried about things like deconditioning. And then also she's going to be out for at least 6 months. And then she also still needs to get her ACL repaired after her bone heals.
Wow.
So she has like double leg. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't see her coming back for at least a year.
I don't think she's playing the sport again.
I
With that-
agree. Also
with
because of her
looking
age.
even with like taking out age, with that severe of a
Yeah.
damage to your leg and in this sport, like let's say she goes and her dismount is wrong, she's done.
Well, she's 41.
Yeah, she's not coming back.
No, I don't think she's coming back. I think she could come back maybe recreationally or like for very, very small things. But yeah, I don't think she's coming back. I think that she competed in this Olympics because they were going to be her last Olympics. And this is how it ended. And it's a terrible way to end. But it's good to have your leg.
Yeah. Should
Okay.
I?
Well, wait,
Give-
quick.
Oh.
Because I forgot about it. So we just finished Formula One's testing.
Oh,
Formula One officially starts next week. Australian.
the flippy thing that happens with the back of the car.
Oh my God, here she goes.
I heard about that one.
Okay, so the Australian Grand Prix is officially set for March 7th. March is a big month.
Yeah.
I love March in sports.
Yeah.
We get baseball back
And March Madness.
and March Madness,
Not-
and then
We
Formula
get
One.
baseball back.
Keyword: we get baseball back. I
Yeah.
missed it, man. But anyways,
Should I end with my hot take?
yeah, we are ending with your hot take.
Okay. I'm actually excited for this one.
Okay, let's see.
Because we
what
haven't-
sport?
we haven't
What
talked-
division we going in? What,
It's
we're
something
not-
we haven't talked about today, and it's the NFL.
Oh God!
And
Is it what this one said?
what did she say?
What did I say?
It's
No,
definitely not.
Oh,
But
just
this is my hot
knocks it
take.
down.
I heard some people talking about this. There's apparently a rule change going around, maybe could happen, maybe won't happen, whatever, where instead of the onside kick, which you know what the onside kick is, right?
Nope.
You know what the onside kick is in football? It's basically like normally towards the end of the game when a team is losing and they score and they're still losing and they have to give the ball back. Instead of doing a normal kickoff, kicking it back to the other team, they can do what's called an onside kick, which is you basically only kick it 10 yards and your team has a chance to just go get the ball. And it's it's in desperate situations where you're going to lose the game and it's the last kind of little percentage chance you have of winning the game. And teams just do it. I think the success rate at this point is about 5 to 10%, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The proposed change is instead of doing this onside kick, teams will have their offense come back on the field and try a 4th and 20. So, which is still low percent, but it's not your it's not your kicking unit having to kick the ball 10 yards and that. It's your best players on the field with a chance to, instead of kicking the onside kick, go for a 4th down. You have one try to get 20 yards. And I just feel like it would be such a cool change. I think they should do it. And I think it would, at the end of games, people will, instead of saying, oh, we need an onside kick, the game's over, that's not going to happen. Even though it's around the same percent, I think the percentage of converting a 4th and 20 is like basically the same. It's like 5 to 10% anyway. I just think it would be so cool for you to be able to like think, oh, we could still come back. We need to just get this 4th and 20. I think it would be really cool. And I think it would make the end of games way more exciting.
I agree.
That's my hot take.
I don't disagree with it or don't agree with it either. I feel like I understand why the way it is, but then adding the onside kick, it will it's only technically for the team that's down.
Yeah,
And
it's just
football
it'll
but
promote
football's-
comebacks.
Yeah, but football is very much a team was like, you get your turn, I get my turn. You get your turn.
Yes, I
get
agree with
my
that, and
turn.
that's why I don't think it should just be something easy like you have to get
I
10.
think maybe in overtime, understandable.
I just
Like
think
if you were the last person, if you were down, if you were tied coming into overtime and then you were down before, like you have that option, then yes.
Mhm.
But I feel like it may
The-
be a only overtime
See-
contender where I'm more okay with it.
the premise of my take is that I don't think that it'll increase the odds that much of getting the ball back because an onside kick and a 4th and 20 are around the same percentages. I would just rather it be, instead of your kicker deciding the game, getting the ball back, you at least get your offense and your quarterback and your best players out there to try and get the ball back.
No, that makes sense. And it's also seeing the people who you really want to see on the field. So it keeps people in their seats until the actual end of the game.
Exactly.
Well, maybe I could see them doing that in that sense of trying to.
I don't really think it'll get done. Maybe
I
in the
don't
next
think-
maybe in the next 5 years because I know
Maybe, yeah.
it's picked up a lot of steam, but
You just also got to remember they just changed their overtime rules
and the kickoff rules.
and the kickoff rules. So I don't see this happening anytime soon. And if it does happen soon, it will be within 3 years if they really want to implement it.
But yeah.
I'm surprised your hot take wasn't the Jets winning the Super Bowl.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
'Cause-
it's just that's not a hot take. Everyone knows it's gonna happen.
Oh, God. Ew, no. They're not even getting there.
It'd be nice. Listen, hey,
They're
they
not
might.
even getting
they
there.
might. They
No,
might.
no.
I'll start following if they do.
So even though you're a Giants fan, you wouldn't like to see like a crazy story where the worst team in football wins the Super Bowl. That wouldn't be a little bit like
I want the Giants to win if there's any chance of a New York team winning.
So you're saying they're the worst team?
Who would you rather win, the Chiefs or the Jets?
There's
Fuck
no
you,
way.
Jets.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just using my hatred towards. Well, it's not even really a hatred towards the Chiefs. It's just.
It is funny. I feel like in recent years, in baseball specifically, I've been the only person happy with my options, specifically with the Blue Jays. Nice. Specifically with the Blue Jays because my family's from Toronto.
No, let's re-say. Reagan got her citizenship revoked
I didn't get my citizenship
During-
revoked.
Olympics.
I love Canada, just
I got
not
text
during
messages.
the Olympics.
I got text messages and I got articles proving otherwise.
No. Listen, I love
let me bring up my
Canada. My allegiance is to you. I love my passport.
Get out of here.
I have so much allegiance to my country, Canada.
But who were
Yeah.
you rooting for when it was U.S. versus Canada?
I was rooting for everybody.
Okay, nice.
USA.
Yeah. I mean, no, I feel like if it's something like the Olympic hockey, if I'm rooting for Canada, I'm not rooting for the underdog. I always root for the underdog. So I'd have to root for the US.
Anyways, thank you for listening to this week's episode. Make sure you follow the Bearcat Den on YouTube which is Bearcat Den, and follow our Instagram, which is also Bearcat Den, if I'm correct.
I think that everything is either the Bearcat Den or Bearcat Den. So If you look that up, you'll find something.
See you next week. It's probably going to be a longer episode. Bye.